everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of Backbreaker Pro Wrestling Madness. If you're watching it live, it's over here on the Mike the Ref Twitch channel. We record after AEW Dynamite. Jordan is going to get Janetti. Oh, God, yes. Bryan is talking about Jordan Oliver, who just was on AEW Dynamite here tonight. We'll have to see how that goes here. If you're watching on YouTube, this is on Monday that it's been released. So if you want to catch it as it happens, join us after AEW Dynamite over on the Twitch side. And yeah, we got a great card coming up. We are now officially on the road to BPW Arrival. That is the name of our first PLE. We are going to be crowning at least 2 new champions on that PLE. With the Wildcard champion as well as the World Heavyweight champion. We have well, you know what? I'm just going to turn over I got a new graphic for us here. So, I show you the mysterious wheel here. But I'll get to that in a moment here. Here is our draw for the BPW tournament. If you were here last week, we had a Royal Rumble match. The winner, the boss man, ended up getting a bye towards become crowned a champion. I will tell you this right now. Kayla J has been contacting me nonstop complaining about this, and she wants me to do something about it. So, yeah, I don't know what I could do. He was told to get out of the ring. He didn't get out of the ring, and he eliminated you. What am I supposed to do? Well, I'll let you guys know. The boss man's got a bye right now, so he's not going to be on for another 3 weeks here. So they want me to sanction him somehow. Maybe I'll give him a 2-week suspension. Then I don't have to worry about it then. So, but yeah, that's going to be our draw. And the left side, round of 16, we are going to be finishing off tonight. Our main event tonight is going to be HoJu versus Xodyak. Chris Xodyak in our main event. So 2 big content creators going at it here. Marina Shafir against Ophelia Payne. Ophelia she got eliminated right after Marina did. Thanks to Megan Bain, of course. And then Attention Spandex is going to be taking on PJC in our 3rd round of 16 matchup that we're going to have tonight. The following weeks, we're going to have 2 only. Just we had to get the extra one in this week, so. But on top of that, you're probably wondering why I got this wheel here. That's for our wildcard title. So introducing our brand new wildcard title. It's going to be our secondary singles title on the channel. I do not have a copy of the actual graphic for the title yet, so that's why you're getting this. It is a 5-person. The first 5 people that got eliminated from the Royal Rumble are in this tournament. It will be a 5-person round robin over the next 5 weeks to determine who gets. The top 2 are going to face off at BPW Arrival in a Bloodline Rules match with their factions to determine who's going to be our first wildcard champion. Rules of the wildcard title. The wildcard title for me is going to feel like the X Division title in a way. For 2 reasons. Number 1, the title, once it's won, can be cashed in for a world title shot. And the other rule is every other match for this title is literally a spin of the wheel. I have every one-on-one stipulation that is available in the game on this wheel. Basically, this is our Mayhem title. It's going to be causing a lot of mayhem for a lot of reasons. And yes, we are going to have a Bloodline Rules match for a mid-card title. Because faction warfare needs to happen. And we'll see who's going to be facing off for the main title, and we'll have to determine what kind of stipulation we do there. But as you can see, as we spin it, we're going to get different stipulations here. This is not official yet here, so you get an Iron Man match. We spin it again. Could be a table match. We even have normal match, and we also have dealer's choice. So our first match tonight, right off the bat, is going to be MeloBeast, a.k.a. Vic from Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots, versus Nick Ontario, a.k.a. Nick Tarot from Kingdom Championship Wrestling. Let's see what stipulation we're going to have for our first match here tonight. Folks, chat, do you have any recommendations you want to do before I say we're going to do this again, because our first one is not going to be dealer's choice? Because you do realize I'm in the tournament. Steel cage? Perfect. You know what, Xodyak? You're not in the tournament, and your partner is in the situation here that he's in this round robin, so why not? We will do this. So I will set this up right now. McG should have done better. He tried to throw you out. Yeah, I know. It's stupid. Okay, so there's no time limit on it, so we'll see how this goes. I know you can't hear the sound as I do this, but... So right now, okay, so each one of these matches will have to have a winner, I'm assuming. So winner gets 3 points. If there ends up being a draw in any of these matches, it will be 1 point, just like AEW rules. Okay, so we got a steel cage match coming up here. Let's take it over the game screen. We got MeloBeast taking on Nick Ontario. Opening match up here. Let's get to it. Once again, everybody, thank you for being here. If you're watching live, make sure you are hitting the follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Tell all your friends.
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Knights of the Round Table from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 228 pounds, Jared.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting here. I know that I'm looking forward to seeing if MeloBeast can get beaten up here, because technically I do believe I have MeloBeast next week. Basically, one guy gets the week off and we go through it all, so... Yeah, now it's time for Nick Ontario to come out.
And his opponent, representing the Knights of the Round Table from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 265 pounds.
No. So yeah, as we get into this, so each one of these matches will be a special stipulation as we go through. And let's face it, most of these guys here literally just got a bad draw. Like it ended up being Xodyak and myself as 1-2. All the credit in the world to Xodyak for pushing himself to the point where he managed to get into the main draw. He ended up getting eliminated number 7. Strategy, all strategery. But you know what? The title, the wildcard title for me is going to be more the exciting point of the show, because made it longest lasting Rumble in BPW history. You notice that I changed it to BPW, right? Not BPW, just for that reason. But actually, I think the longest lasting Rumble wrestler was Marina Shafir in there. I think she lasted. I don't need all the stereotypes going against me, just like people driven. So that's what the reason is. Right? But yeah, we'll see how things go. And I do believe after we're done the initial draw for the tournament, and by the way, the Bloodline rules thing is still negotiable. We might hopped out early, considered my body for the. Here's the thing. And here's the weird part you can go about this when you're talking about it overall. When you're... And let me know if the volume's at all weird here for you guys, because we could be... Melo. We don't want this to be the shortest cage match ever, okay? But, the thing is, in this tournament, you gotta wrestle 5 times in 6 weeks. To get to the main title, in the round of 16, you gotta do 16, 8, 4. You gotta do 5, you gotta wrestle 4 times. I guess it would be 5 times to get the title, that's right. There may be a possibility that we might have 2 Bloodline rules matches to crown our champions at the show. So it would be a little cheesy to do that, but we'll see. Also, the fact that you got to be aware of your odds, that's fair. Like, you could actually lose a match and still get away with it here, because top 2 actually get to move on to the final, right? So... here just throwing around MeloBeast here. So yeah, our other matchup tonight is going to be Fanboy Bryan against Madman Goldman. Just gotta say, nothing wrong with it as a whole. I appreciate it a lot, but when you search BPW, you get something completely different. When you search BPW, you get us. it's all about that social media engagement, right? You want something that stands out. You don't want something that just slides in there, right? All about that SEO. It looks like MeloBeast is going for the door. Superman punch! Down for the cover. Only a 1 count. Wow. Nick reverses into a knee. Oh, big knee right to the face. He's too busy gloating. Get out of the ring. High angle slam. Uh-oh. Nick's ready to finish things off right now. Oh, God. Yeah, you're done. There it is. Our first winner in the Wildcard tournament is Nick Ontario. Ontario's entrance is longer than the match. That's fair. But he picks up an early 3 points, and, you know, as we go along, those 3 points are going to matter here, right? Because you got some pretty heavy hitters here. Fanboy Bryan, Madman Goldman, Mike the Ref. Hey, when the boss is in the tournament, you know things are going to get fixed a little bit. Great match to start off with, though, so.
Here is your winner.
No name needed, just a victory. All right, let's take it back up here to Game Central here. Great victory by Nick. Always, you know, great way to start the tournament out, right? So let's get the early stats up here. I do believe I have that available here. Just give me 1 sec, chat. All right, early draw is up. We have 3 points, of course, going to Nick, and yeah, we are on our way in our tournament, so it's going to be fun here. So, but with that being said, let's get over to the main draw here, because that's where we are headed next. We are going to actually be taking you are Mr. Madman Goldman. You will be in the semi-main event tonight, as you're going to be taking on Fanboy Bryan. We're going to be moving into our main draw for the Backbreaker World title here in this one. As we are going to get Attention Spandex taking on PJC. And yeah, this is a single elimination tournament. The first round will be first and second round are set to 15-minute matches. If I can. Of course I can't. Ugh. But yeah, let's bring it back over to a fight screen here. So yeah, we got Attention Spandex, first round match of the tournament, taking on PJC. The winner of this is going to be taking on the winner of Marina, Shafir, and Ophelia Payne, which is going to be going on next here. So let's get to it. Yeah, this is an interesting side of the draw right now. We got Bossman on one end. We got the winner of.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Knights of the Round Table from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 151 pounds, the Superstar!
Attention Spandex getting that rub here, but been an interesting setup so far here. So.
And his opponent, representing the Authority, from the Authority Megacorp HQ, weighing in at 250 pounds, Precious James Culver!
PJC ready to go. Now he is one half of the muscle for the Authority. The other half didn't want to be very muscly, so he was so muscly he ended up winning the Rumble. So, and being that you are from Alberta, you got to steal the Hitman's gear, right? So. He looks angry and vicious and ready to go. So, I don't. Honestly, putting down bets here, I would almost say that it feels like it is. PJC is a bit of an underdog in this, like in the tournament, but he's definitely a heavy favorite in this one. But we'll see what happens here, because it could be. The thing about tournaments is you can spell upset anywhere, right? Referee Jessica Carr covering the action as she does for all Madness matches. Quick cover. PJC is not fooling around in this match. Oh, nice lion salt. Spandex in the cover. Beautiful RJ takedown here, and yeah, this is... Oh, God. Out to the floor. Spandex going to take the fight outside. Now, if there is a count out or a double disqualification, both men lose out. And the winner will move on. Like, the winner of the round of 16 will get a bye. So, PJC just wearing out Spandex on the outside. Going up to the top. We're not used to seeing him do that. My God, what a clothesline. Diving knuckle upside the face. Back into the ring. Rolled over for the cover. It's just a one count once again. A little early in the matchup here, but... Uh-oh. Spandex fired up. Little leg trip there. Close to the ropes, though. 2 count. PJC gets out of it. Oh, look out around the world. This is not looking good for the Authority, so I'm a little bit upset right now. Because I know we got one guy guaranteed for the Authority in the quarters, but... Bulldog from the top! That might be it. No! PJC gets out. He's got to turn the tide here. Oh, there it is. Sliced bread. Over by the ropes. Holds it. Oh, once again, just a 2 count. Oh, there we go. The Spandex made a mistake. PJC's about to make a pay. Well, scoop slam. A little jibba jab, a little elbow drop. PJC's always been an old school guy. Prefers to use his fists more than anything else. For the G-Dot Wrestling here, your Madman Goldman. Nope. Yeah, we already talked about it here. He'll be in our semi-main event tonight. Taking on Fanboy Bryan in the Wildcard tournament. Oh, God. Fist from the top. That could be enough. Oh, here we go. Is it time? Here we go. Time for a little shake. A little rattle. And a whole lot of roll. And PJC moves on. As expected from the Authority. PJC moves on in the tournament as, you know, he's going to be taking on the winner of sorry, the download won't work here, so. I love technology some days, folks, but yeah, Spandex put out a hell of a fight, but we ended up, PJC just ended up being too strong for him and got the victory. Oh, there we go. It's just a little slow. But time for all it took was a little shake, a little rattle, and a whole lot of roll.
Here is your winner, Precious James Goldman.
The PJC, as a member of the Authority, moving on. He got the memo. He knew that it was time. He knew he had to get the victory here. The Authority needed to get back on track. The muscle needs to be in charge. And let's bring it back up here to a broadcast position here. Let me load up the updated graphic for the tournament. There you go, PJC moving on here. It's going to be tough for him, though, because coming up in our next match here, let me just cut the music there for you guys. Our next matchup here, it is going to be an absolute doozy, as it's going to be the other half of the bracket here tonight. Marina Shafir taking on Ophelia Payne. which I'm actually surprised that Marina didn't last longer. Yes, I know. Throw the jokes where you will. But, yeah, she got a bad part of the draw because there was a part there where Megan Bayne absolutely wrecked everyone. So, but yeah, let's, so yeah, the winner of this will take on PJC in 3 weeks' time in the semifinals here. So let's take it over the game screen. Once again, it is, Marina Shafir taking on Ophelia Payne in another round of 16 match for the BPW World title here. So let's get to it. And yeah, right after Marina got eliminated, Ophelia came in. She got eliminated right away by Megan Bayne, who actually lasted quite a while there.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Awesome Ones from the old country,
Marina Shafir, once again, representing Xodyak, Madman, Goldman, HoJu, and Megan Bayne. They actually are spread out they're the one faction that's spread out about as well as you can do right now. As faction mates will not meet up in the, what am I saying? HoJu and, uh-oh, here comes Ophelia. Well, let's not even kid ourselves. Ophelia's ready for blood.
Representing the Coalition from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Lucknow.
Ophelia's been taking her time ripping people apart over on the Blue Shell Fight Club. If you check out Walker Pipe Guy's channel, the Edmonton Extra Life Wrestling Federation there. She's been dominating. She wanted to come over here and take on more competition to see if she is the best. Once again, if she can get by Marina, she got PJC in the next round. It will be very interesting to see where you can go from there. But who am I kidding? Marina is an absolute killer too. So this is going to be interesting because we do have an all AEW quarterfinal bracket. We're going to be breaking those up over the next 2 weeks here. Mercedes Monet and Willow Nightingale, as well as Megan Bayne and Chris Statlander, all in the same bracket. Oh, God. Marina just got clocked. But she's just as dangerous on the ground as she is in the air, so. I went for the cannonball and nobody there. Let's go, Marina. There you go, Xodyak. Appreciate the support there. Yeah, she did. I think Marina did. It was either Marina or Megan, right? So it was sort of that. It sort of had to happen. It was like, what, we had all 5 people in a row from your faction? I don't know where the hell that came from. Oh, Ophelia got tied up with the referee, and that was not a good choice. Ophelia getting Marina back in the ring. Just a little bit gloaty there. Blame the booker. Hey, blame the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Isn't that the way it goes, Booker?
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Oh, jumping leg drop off the rope. Down for the cover. You blame the book. Hey, no. Hell of a booty drop, yeah. I've always called it the fuckbuster because, well, anybody that does that, a leg drop off the top like that, your ass is going to be hurting for a while. Referee Carr just staring wildly there. That's why Carr was so late, right? I guess it is two members of opposite factions in the chat here tonight. The World's against the Retro Balls. Chris, everybody hates you. Come on, man. Let's just... Uh-oh. This might be it. Riptide to beauty. Whoa! Out at two! Marina gets out. Ref gets down real quick there, huh? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Back and forth. Oh, my God. We're only in two. Marina's like, come on, hit me. Stop hitting me and hit me. Stop hitting me and hit me. Oh, there we go. Oh, God, what a crack on the head there. Uh-oh. This is not good. Little piece of her own medicine there with the stomps to the back of the head. A little bit of curb stomping going on. Oh, and Marina's bleeding. John Moxley will be so proud. Oh, Ophelia getting a little bit excited there. Down for the cover. That might even be enough. And it is. All right, we got our second round matchup. A hell of a, like Ophelia pretty much had the match in control all the way down. I was actually a little surprised. We'll have to see how things work out here. I know Marina's not going to be very impressed about this.
Here is your winner,
Well, yeah, now Ophelia moves on to the quarterfinals. She's going to be taking out PJC. We'll have the updated graphic here in just a moment. We're back up to Broadcast Central. Because, yeah, fun match to start off there again. So. Oh. Let's see if it downloads properly here. I love technology, chat. I really do. I better cut that audio off, or else we're not gonna. All right, it's not coming up, so it's. I'm going to have to find out why that's going on. I'll worry about that during the next match up here. But with that being said, we are going back to the Wildcard tournament here for our next match up here in our semi-main event. As you saw earlier, we got our first match out of the way with Nick Ontario beating MeloBeast to take an early lead. Now it is time for Fanboy Bryan and Madman Goldman to make acquaintances here. So we got the wheel out here. Let's reload it again. All right, Madman Goldman, Fanboy Bryan. What do we got here? Submission match. All righty. So let me set this up here for everybody here. Yeah, so basically rules are you must make your opponent quit. Hell of a way to start a show. So, but yeah, winner of this will get an early 3-point lead as we go into week 2. And then, sorry, I'm a little non-chatty here for a second here, but this will be actually very interesting to see with Submit My Balls. Yeah, this will be a fun match, to say the least here. So let's bring it back over to the game screen here. So the winner of this, once again, they will get 3 points out of this, and they will, oh my God, got him. So let's get to it here. Where this will get an early, like I said, an early 3-0 lead. 4 matches to go. 4 matches to go for Mike the Ref. 3 matches for everybody else. Bryan, I do believe you get the bye next week, so just a heads up for you.
The following contest is a submission match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Coalition from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 225 pounds, Bryan.
Just a little bit of pyro taking place in Texas, hometown crowd. Yeah, no, this is not WWE, sir. So you will not have to worry about that here. But yeah, you'll have to. The biggest thing you'll just have to do is just make sure that you get your P's and Q's straight in here. It's going to be interesting because I don't know if the Bucks have a submission. Because if you didn't know, I actually put Madman Goldman and Xodyak to be featured like the Bucks. So. Boo! Boo that man. I walk the walls inside this pit of danger. I wanna get the head of pay. I walk alone. That's not a clippable moment at all.
And his opponent, representing the Awesome Ones, from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 240 pounds, Magnificent Madman Goldman!
The Magnificent One going for this. Thank you so much for changing it so I take off my glasses when I get to the... That's all Walker. I just straight copied it over from Walker. So, once again, big shout out to Walker Pipe Guy for submitting creators. So, but yeah, let's go McG here. We got you guys in the chat. You guys are having a lot of fun with this too. It's going to be interesting here. So, I'm still working on building up the arena for Arrival yet. So, I still got a month, but I'd like to get it done soon. By the way, if you're wondering why I called it Arrival, it's because I'm trying to use letters instead of numbers for our pay-per-views. Well, see, Bryan, you're actually going up against McG here in terms of personalities. McG didn't have a wrestling name, so I called him Madman Goldman, or MG. I couldn't put a Charles in the middle, so... Could have just McG. You know, if you end up losing, we might need to... I'm trying to get some, I want to get the audio there, that's the thing. By the way, names could be changed as we go along here, because, let's face it guys, we're going to have maybe 3 months of this with 25, then we're going to switch over to 26. When it initially comes out, we're going to stick with 25, just because I'm not going to have everything built up, the assets won't be done in time. Once I get it changed over, our first PLE will be over on 26. Our first PLE with the new system will be... One guy took advantage early, and by the way, this is something we see normally over on Extra Life Pro Wrestling. I do believe, Fanboy, correct me if I'm wrong, you're the champ over there. I still can't believe they have countouts in a submission match in this game. Don't think you clearly are? Okay. I know I was a tag champ there for a while. And that's the thing about indie wrestling. You can't really keep track of these things as well as you want to. Stump puller. Oh, that's your finisher? That's cool. So I am implementing rules on the fly. You got offense. Don't hold on. It'll come. There's your offense. You got one shot. If you do not win via the stipulation, for example, if it's a submission match and you win by countout, you only get 2 points, your opponent gets 1. The loser of the match gets 1 because technically he didn't tap out. Bryan, what are you up to? So yeah, next week in the Wildcard tournament, we're going to have Goldman taking on Nick Ontario. Shotgun drop kick from the top. Are you mad? Yeah, well, you're doing helos like nothing. And we're going to have MeloBeast taking on Mike the Ref in the second round here, so. Hey, this is Blade Walker. Flying clothesline off the... Come on, man. Let's go. There you go. There's a nice reversal. Taking your time now, going up to the top yourself into the high rent district. There you go. There's a 450. No, actually, you were featured in the main event on episode 1. Actually, no, you've been on every show so far. Everybody's been on every show except for the AEW talent. They made their debut last week. Adjust my balls. There you go. Springboard dive. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Mexican arm drag. And Bryan's out to the outside, retreating. Now remember, this is a submission match. You do have to get your opponent to tap out to win. Now Goldman has his sharpshooter, while Bryan has his stump puller, so that's a reversal. Uh-oh. Look out! Batista bomb! Was that a tiger driver? Either way. Oh, God. Boston Crab. This isn't looking good. Get over the ropes. Do not. Oh, never mind. He's got enough power to reverse. There we go. What have you got planned here, sir? Oh, here we go. Sharpshooter is locked in. Bryan's right. Oh my God, Bryan tapped out. Wow. Bryan, did you fix? Are you fixing this or something? Did you have a head bet on something here? Praise my balls. Praise balls. Everybody's praising balls everywhere. Hometown crowd curse, that's fair. Thank you, Nelson, for the redemption there. Oh, man. Back and forth match. Like, for the first night of the wild card, this actually didn't turn out half bad. A cage match and a...
Here is your winner, Magnificent Madman Goldman!
All right, so Madman Goldman gets his victory in and moves on. Can his tag team partner do the same here in moments as we are going to be getting into our main event here tonight? Once again, everybody, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Let's get the wild card tournaments draw updated for you here. Bam, right there. So, coming up next week, we are going to have in the draw, once again, as I mentioned, we are going to have Mike the Ref get his first action against MeloBeast. And in other action, we are going to get the Undefeateds going at it with Madman Goldman taking on Nick Ontario. Once again, the rules are going to be played by the wheel. And we're going to determine who's going to be moving on in that draw. So, well, we're going to get closer to it. We still got a long way to go, but let's get into the World Title Tournament. Let me update it now that I can. There we go. Ophelia Payne taking on PJC in our one quarterfinal. It is official now. Now we get to wrap up our next quarterfinal, where we are going to have HoJu taking on, at least in his mind, the people's favorite, Xodyak. I do think this is a same faction fight again, which just, I don't know. You just get no luck here whatsoever, Chris, so, in terms of this. So, but yeah, next week in the draw, we are going to have, we're going to have Mercedes Monet taking on Willow Nightingale in the main draw, as well as Walker Pipe Guy taking on Big Will Jackson. I'm not the people's favorite, but I am what the people need. Well, we'll see how that goes here. So, but yeah, those are the 4 feature matches. As a booker, I will look aside and see if there's something else I can come up with here for a 5th match. But let's get over to the game screen here so we can get into this. It is our main event of the evening. HoJu taking on Xodyak. Winner moving on to take on the big boss man in the quarterfinals.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Awesome Ones.
Couple of tough draw lines.
Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 182 pounds, Homer Jr. And his opponent, representing the Awesome Ones, from Jacksonville, Florida, weighing in at 240 pounds, the bad guy, Chris Zachary.
All right, it is time. And this will be a very interesting cut of styles here, just because, you know, Chris has got that attitude. He wants to win no matter what. And, you know, have a very pointy nose. Well, I will say again, that's what the doctor ordered as it came out. So, once again, everybody, if you are checking this out on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up, make sure you hit the subscribe. Tell all your friends. And if you're watching over here on Twitch, make sure you're following. And if you like what you see, consider subscribing. We're going to be here Wednesdays after every AEW Dynamite with the continuation of Backbreaker Pro. But enough plugging, let's get to our main event. Not even fooling around, straight into the super kick. Like, do not press go. Do not collect $100 here. $200. I like to party! Played about that. Oh, I guess Xodyak does have the hair, so referee ain't checking nothing though. He tapped? Yeah, sure he did. You were pulling his hair. So the only way you could see the tap is if you saw the hair pull there. Car trying to get a break here. Xodyak having none of it. You can see that the hair is fake. We all know Adam's bald. That's true. And another cheap shot. Let's get winner of this. Takes on the boss man in the quarterfinals. Uh-oh, face buster. Hooks the leg. Jessica Carr slapping Xodyak in the face. Making sure he gets, oh God. Top rope lion salt. Let's go. Xodyak had the advantage early. Oh God. Another super kick. Referee out of position again. So the one thing I found about the referees here, if you contact the referee at all, it doesn't matter about intent. They will delay your count. It's like if you try to punch the referee, they don't automatically DQ you. As HoJu is busted open. And of course, Xodyak looking for the count out. Oh, just waiting for that. Oh no, look out! Canadian Destroyer from an American. Hope there was a good tariff on that. And HoJu just kicks out. Destroyed a Canadian. That's fair. Super kick. Using it like they're going out of style, my friend. Uh-oh, going up to the top. Went for the 450 and missed. This is HoJu's opportunity here. Short DDT. Ah, went for that helo. Oh, go for a little X Factor. Oh my God, HoJu takes off the turnbuckle. It is gone. Nobody's there. Oh, stretching out that quadricep. Ah, focusing on that knee. Tired of all these super kicks. Makes a lot of sense. Uh-oh. Look out. Famous here. Into the cover. The referee right over. And HoJu moves on in the tournament. Xodyak had the advantage. He busted HoJu wide open, but in a meeting of stablemates, that was the only offense. Hey, you know what? Your knees are your weakness. You got to know that when you're doing those kind of moves, right? So there we go, the 1, 2, 3. And HoJu gets the
Here
victory.
is your winner,
So one heck of our draw is set. Homer's determined to get that Backbreaker title. And I gotta say, with a performance like this, we can just pull it out as easily as he did here. That, I don't, and that's all due respect to Xodyak putting on a hell of an effort. But the way that that happened there, like this could be, let's just mute that for right now. This is going to be a very interesting quarterfinal, to say the least. We got the Boss Man taking on HoJu, and we got Ophelia, Payne, and PJC on the one side. Next week, we take our first steps towards determining who's going to be on the other side. As we're going to see Mercedes Monet and Willow Nightingale go at it, as well as Walker Pipe Guy and Big Will Jackson. We're going to have stablemates once again going at it. This time, maybe with some different results. We'll see what happens here. But the Wildcard tournament's going to continue. The Backbreaker Pro title tournament's going to continue. It's been a lot of fun this week. By the way, I didn't mention this. How does the title look on the front? The brand new title is detailed right on the bottom of the screen there. That will be the main title that arrives at BPW Arrival coming up. I believe it's March. Actually, I should announce the date of the first PLE. So here we got. If my math is right, it will be Sunday, February 22nd, when we have our PLE. Or no, sorry, our PLEs run Mondays. My bad. Our PLE will be Monday, February 23rd. I make sure we don't do them on Sundays because I do not want to get in the way of the Retro Hangover Twitch stream that goes on. So if you guys are interested, please check out twitch.tv/Retro Hangover. They always have a lot of fun on Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern. You want to see Chris get frustrated, Rockman? There's your guy. But let's bring it back to a full face here as we're going to wrap up the show here tonight. Once again, everybody, thank you for being here this week for our third episode of Backbreaker Pro Wrestling. I think it was a lot of fun. We got a lot of things set up. We had a steel cage match. We had a submission match. We had 3 other great matches on the card. We're going to get started moving on to some, we'll probably have another tag match in next week as well. Probably balance it out with another 5-match card. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up here for this week as we head towards the road to BPW Arrival. So with that being said, everybody, thank you for being here. Always appreciate you. Like, if you like the video, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Tell all your friends. But in the meantime and in between time, that's it. Another edition of Backbreaker Pro Wrestling Madness. And as always, folks, remember, be part of the solution. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.